I'm back with another property tour today, and I can't wait to show you this house because it's much different from a lot of the walkthroughs that I've done. So the inside of the house needs a little bit of love, but the front of the home is beautifully landscaped, and I think you're gonna love the backyard. So we're gonna start in the front, we'll make our way to the back, and then I'll show you the inside because I want you to see all the potential that this property has. This house was originally 2 oversized lots that the owner bought and then decided to have a home right smack dab in the middle. And look at this gorgeous landscaping. You don't see a lot of grass here in Havasu. Of course, it's artificial grass, but I love that it just adds a nice element to the front of the home. And even on this side too. So it's just under half an acre. And look at that cute little seating area there. Such a cute spot to enjoy some shade. And it does feel private because of the wall. And it doesn't feel like your neighbors are staring right into your front yard. There's room for 4 cars in the carport and then 2 in the garage. And then you can see all the extra room for other parking if you have guests come and stay with you. And on this side, you can put the RV, you could put a little hitch trailer, you could put your work truck, maybe you have another boat. The options are endless, really. All right, let's go check out the backyard. Let's start off the backyard by looking at the pool. And what I love about this awning is that it gives you a ton of shade back here. And if you know anything about Havasu, you know that you need some shade. Nice and shallow here with the umbrella. And there's a couple steps where it gets steeper. And I went in this little tiki hut and it's just all the machinery. But it looks cute, and I think it's a good way to hide all of this. Got the spa there. And then this is the side parking where you could put your RV or your extra trucks, excuse me. If you wanted, you could turn that into like a putting green or, I don't know, put some storage over there. Okay, let's make our way. And then you have the string lights, which adds the ambiance at night. And then let's look at this here. There's a lot of potential in this backyard for someone who has the patience and the imagination, and they want to come in and just make it their own. Let's think of some things we could do with this. We could turn it into like a soccer field. You could build a casita. You could even do a 2 or 3 bedroom casita back here. You could do extra storage. Maybe you want more parking. You know, you could find a way to turn this carport into parking over here. You could have it be a putting green. I don't know, what can you think of? I'd love for you to tell me in the comments what you would do with this space. Okay, let's make our way to the rooftop up there. All right, so we have the desirable lake views here. And then overlooking the yard. And the roof looks pretty good. Let's talk a little bit about the inside of the home before I show you around. So the house has 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and just over 1,700 square feet. And like I had mentioned, the inside does need a little bit of love, but the owners just installed new carpets, they painted, and then there are newer stainless steel appliances in the kitchen. And then the house itself is pretty well kept. It's definitely not a tear down whatsoever. It just needs a little bit of creativity, like I had mentioned earlier, and you could turn this house into anything you wanted, and you have the space because of the yard. And with that being said, I'm ready to give you a tour of the inside. When you first walk in, you see the coat closet here, and then it leads into the living room. Coat closets aren't as common as they were back in the 80s when this house was built. But if you wanted a more open living space, you could get rid of that wall. And then what I would personally do is, instead of having the island here, I would turn this into an island, find a place for the fridge, and then open up that wall so you have a big living space here between the living room, dining room, and kitchen. That goes out to the back patio. And let me show you the room on this side. And it's nice and spacious, plus you have the bathroom in here. Spacious shower. Big walk-in closet. And what I love is that it goes out to the patio as well. And then you have the laundry, and the 2-car garage. Okay, let's go to the other side of the house. So there's no carpet in this room. Carpets are very hit or miss. Some people love them, some people don't, but it's easy to fix either way. Whether you want to install them or take them out, it's no problem. Got the hallway bath, and then the other room that comes out here to the patio as well. I didn't show enough of the kitchen, so let me give you a closer look. What I love about this kitchen is that there are a lot of cabinets and there's a lot of storage. And then you have the windows that overlook the pool in the backyard. And I know that browns aren't really in right now, so maybe you would upgrade the cabinets and the countertops, maybe the lighting. But what's nice is that you have the newer appliances. I don't know, what do you think? It's not common to see houses that sit on almost a ½ acre of land. And I love that they've already upgraded the front, so that's something you don't even have to worry about. Plus it has a gorgeous pool. And I think I forgot to mention that the backyard also has cooling misters. So it's not just that it's covered and has shade, but it'll also cool you down in the hot summer days, which is just such a great bonus because you don't have to install that yourself. I think the perfect buyer for this house is going to be somebody who is looking for a lot of space, whether it's for parking or for having guests over. There is a lake view, you know, and there's still potential to turn this house into anything you want it to be. So if you think this might be you and you have any more questions, or if you want to see more videos and more pictures, I would be happy to show you around. So shoot me a message and let's see what we can do.